Welcome back to Eorzea. Last time we wrapped up our first steps in Ul'dah, finishing the opening tutorial and having our first proper chat with Momodi in the Quicksand. Today, the real adventure starts to begin. We're heading out into the city, meeting new faces, picking up our first proper tasks and taking our first steps as a gladiator. Let's see where the road leads next. So, we did a little bit of cleaning up the UI. Hopefully it'll do for the moment, but we'll just see how it goes. So let's get started. Close to home. Momodi, the proprietors of the Quicksand, wants you to perform 3 tasks that will help you learn the fundamentals of adventuring. Before you go charging off to find your fortune, I have a few basic tasks I'd like you to perform, so as to help you to get to know the place. First of all, I want you to visit the Aetheryte Plaza. To get there, head west from here till you reach Emerald Avenue, then look to the north. You should see a giant floating crystal called an Aetheryte. If it weren't for Aetherites, travelling around Eorzea would be a damn sight more troublesome than it is. Of course, you still need to attune with them before you can use them, so be sure to do that with the one in the plaza. You ever attuned with an Aetherite before, Paxs? If not, just lay your hand on the thing, and you'll see what I mean. When you've done that, I want you to pay a visit to the Gladiators Guild over at the Colosseum. Assuming that sword ain't just for show, you might consider training there. And finally, I want you to visit the Sapphire Avenue Exchange, over on the steps of Thal. Goods from all across Eorzea and beyond turn up there every day. You'll have no trouble finding armour, weapons, or anything else a fledgling adventurer like yourself might need. You might say that everything's for sale here in Ul'dah, as long as you've got the gil. Just make sure as you don't pay more than you ought, Paxs. There's plenty as won't scruple to swindle unsuspecting foreigners like yourself, especially if they think no one's looking out for their best interests. Which is why I'm giving you this letter. When you visit the exchange, find a gentleman named Eorzea and give it to him. He'll be happy to tell you about the markets once he's read it. In short then, visit the Aetheryte Plaza, the Gladiators Guild, and the Sapphire Exchange. Simple. Oh, but before you go, a word of advice. While there's more than a few unsavoury characters out there who will try to take advantage of you, there are also some with honest to goodness problems who you should consider offering a helping hand to. A lot of folk are lured to the city by the promise of wealth and power. What many of them fail to realise is that instead of chasing after gil the moment they get there, they ought to be making friends. Let it be known that you're willing to give as much as you get, and opportunities will come your way. Speaking of which, you should speak to the smith over yonder. Those lads always have some good advice for up and coming adventurers. Otherwise, that's about it from me. It's past time you got going. Oh, and let me know when you've finished, will you? That way, I won't spend my days worrying that you're down to the small clothes without a gil to your name. Yes, I will. Request accepted. Main menu. The main menu grants quick and easy access to the most of the game's main features. For example, selecting character under character opens a window containing your character's various attributes and currently equipped gear. GE, used to customize, yep, we've done that. And it's saved automatically. A crescent moon icon will appear to the right of your experience bar whenever you enter a sanctuary. So, rested XP. Selecting map from under travel in the main menu or pressing X on the controller. Yep, we know that as well, we've done that. Location requests. Cool, we'll go and see the smith. Greetings, I am one of the smiths, a stoker of fires and forger of futures. As a dedicated member of the Adventurers Guild, I have been entrusted with the task of providing assistance to new adventurers. I see you have but recently taken up the adventure in Mantle. The possibilities stretched out before you must be positively daunting. In the Adventurers Guild, we see new adventurers as fledgling heroes. You and your champions of tomorrow. You are our champions of tomorrow. Our nascent stars of limitless potential. My fellow smiths and I are here to provide you with the guidance, but the guild also enlists a cadre of veteran adventurers, who will be happy to share with you their accumulated wisdom. You can recognize these helpful men and women by their title of Mentor. Mentors stand ready to advise you on any aspect of adventuring. They have hundreds of quests under their belts and will likely have a solution for whatever dilemma might be causing you trouble. A mentor may even offer to accompany you on your adventure. I highly recommend that you take advantage of a mentor's aid to enrich your experiences in Eorzea. Pray do not hesitate to ask me if you would like to know more. The new adventurer status is applied to all players who have recently begun their adventures in Eorzea. Amongst Eorzea's thriving population, there are seasoned players known as mentors who have taken it upon themselves to assist these new adventurers. When a new adventurer and a mentor form a party, they both receive a bonus to experience points. Upon invitation by a mentor, new adventurers also gain access to the Novice Network, an exclusive chat channel where they can consult with mentors and share their experience with other beginning players. Cool. So it's coming out, going left, coming over to here. So far, like I said before, it seems like everything. Well, there's Aether right here. Can I press this? Yeah, so it seems like everything's going to be for sale in Ul'dah. It seems like they're very money driven. So we'll see how that goes. You now have access to the Aetherite. Quick travel throughout the city can be achieved by simply placing your hand upon Aethernet shards. Attuning with the shards has granted you access to the city-state Aethernet. The Aethernet can be used for quick travel intercity travel. So I'm guessing I've got to get. Oh, so there's quite a few. I'm guessing it's going to be worthwhile to unlock all of those so you don't have to run around everywhere. So just going over Emerald Avenue. And this one. You put your hand. It doesn't look like our hand's on it, but you're tuned to the Aetherite. Hail, adventurer! Might you have come at the behest of Miss Momodi of the Quicksand? Excellent. Which brings us to the matter of the attunement fee. That will be 100,000 gil if you please, sir. Huh? Ha 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 ha. Apologies, but I do so relish the opportunity to make that jest. The look on your face was absolutely priceless. But the fact that you were so easily deceived suggests to me that you are unfamiliar with the use of aetherites. Allow me to explain. These crystalline agglomerations tap into ethereal energies and are primarily used as a means of travel swiftly from one place to another. Perhaps you have heard of the return and teleport. Well, these teleportation spells make direct use of the aetherites and their connection to the flow of aether. Given that there is an aetherite in almost every corner of Eorzea, any adventurer with a mind to explore the realm will wish to seek out and attune himself to each and every one. But even if you have no intention of wandering beyond the Sultanate's borders, it will be prudent for you to attune yourself to any aetherites you encounter from now on. I pray you found that informative. Should you wish to learn more about aetherites or transportation magic, I should be happy to answer your questions. So yeah, I think that's going to be the players. Learn all of them so you don't have to run around everywhere. You attune with the Aetheryte. You are now able to use the return spell. Return. The return spell can be used to instantly travel back to the Aetheryte set as your home point. Doesn't require MP and every 15 minutes. So you can change your home Aetheryte to different Aetherytes. Cool. So we've got to go to a different area. There's another Aetheryte up there though, so I think we'll go grab that first. And we'll go grab that first, and then we'll go see what's happening at the the Gladiators Guild. Yeah, it's definitely going to be worth unlocking these. We don't want to be running everywhere all the time. You now have Ethernet access to the Thaumaturge Guild. I'm guessing, yeah. So we can move between them now. The Colosseum. Gladiators Guild. Guild Receptionist. Welcome to the Gladiators Guild, friend. Tell me, are you new to the thrills of Mortal Kombat? Well, whether you are or not, you are new to us. If you would take your place in these hallowed halls, you must be willing and ready to undergo the most rigorous training. You must endure cuts and bruises beyond counting, and like as not far worse. A daunting prospect, I concede. But there is no other way if you mean to take to the blood sands one day. And why wouldn't you? The Colosseum is only the most celebrated place of public entertainment in all of Ul'dah. Where else could a poor man amass a fortune so vast as to one day allow him to claim a seat on the syndicate? Ah, there's not an Ul'dah alive who isn't inspired by the rise of the self-made man. And there is no truer embodiment of this than the gladiator who wins riches and fame with his sword. Throughout its long and storied history, the guild has nurtured countless champions. Our training methods are second to none, and our members ever strive to develop new techniques. If you desire true glory, to fight and triumph, amidst the roar of 10,000 voices, then this is where you belong, adventurer. Thinking of it, think of the legacy, and if your soul stirs, join us. Sounds good. Lulu wishes you to reaffirm your desire to join the Gladiators Guild. We're going to get some food, which gives XP bonus. So I think we'll say yes. A decision you shan't regret one moment. Make way for Paxs. Fresh meat coming through. Now then, before your enrollment can be considered complete, you must present yourself to First Sword Myla. Seek her out and obtain her approval. Myla, Guildmaster. I heard Lulutusu. So you're Paxs. 'Tis a good strong name. On behalf of the Gladiators Guild, allow me to welcome you. I am Myla, Guildmaster here. So you wish to study our arts, I presume? I presume you have your reasons for choosing the sword over all other weapons. Perhaps you think it's easiest to learn. The sword is a simple weapon, but to wield a blade well is anything but simple. For every Colosseum champion to emerge from our ranks, there have been countless disappointments who failed to achieve greatness. Bear that in mind before you answer me, Paxs, for I do not ask this question lightly. Have you the strength to live by the sword, and if it be your fate, die by it? Have you the strength to live by the sword? Yep. Just so casual, yeah? Yeah, pretty much. Then welcome, Gladiator, to your new home. Let's not waste time, shall we? I would gauge your aptitude for the sword. Just outside the gates of Ul'dah, you'll find plenty of marmots, hornets, and shrews. Slay 3 of each and return here when finished. A simple task, but essential to all training nonetheless. Now go. Cool. So, I think we'll finish doing this one first. Oh, there's lots. So we'll attune to all these on the way to going and doing this one. Let's just... Seems like a bit of a labyrinth at the moment. Lots of corridors. And round again. This way. So there's just 2 more on here. I'm looking forward to actually hitting something. We haven't hit anything yet. And there's that last one, and also the quest as well. Oh, Ul'dah steps of that. Steps of Nald. Oh, there. We'll go and attune to them before we do this quest, and then that's everything unlocked, just in case we've got to come back up. I think it'll make things easier in the future if we've got everything unlocked. So we're going up here and up the stairs, which they've laid out a nice red carpet for us. They must have knew I was coming. So there wasn't actually any loading screen there between the areas as well. And around again. So one here. The Alchemist Guild. Chamber of Rule. So this should be easy, because once we get to the last one we should be able to just go back to where we've got to go for that quest using them. So it saves a lot of time as well getting back. And this one. And I think this is everything unlocked. You now have the Aethernet access to the Alchemist Guild. You have tuned yourself to all the Aetherite shards in Ul'dah. The Gate of Nald, the Gate of Thal, the Gate of Sultana, and the airship landing are now accessible as Aethernet destinations. So it's unlocked more that we haven't actually went to. Oh, so that's actually where we're going to go for that quest, so I think that was definitely worth doing. And we're going back to Sapphire Avenue Exchange. Yeah. Brilliant. Cerceroga. And you are? Oh, a newly come adventurer, but of course, yes, I am Cerceroga. What can I do for you? Ah, you would have me teach you the ways of the marketplace? Very wise. As for my fee, what, you expect me to do it for free? Surely you jest. My dear adventurer, when you ask an Ul'dah for a favour, you should at least try to make it worth his while. Judging by your garb, I rather doubt you could afford my services, but the fact you offer nothing is laughable. Letter. Oh, Mistress Momodi instructed you to seek me out, did she? Consider yourself fortunate to have such influential friends. I shall be brief, and you shall be attentive. You stand in the Sapphire Avenue Exchange, the busiest and most profitable marketplace in the Sultanate. Making advantageously situated in region to the other city-states, Ul'dah's marketplace have ever served as both the literal and figurative centres of Eorzean commerce. All the great overland trade routes lead to our city, and the major of maritime trade between Vilebrand and Aldernort passes through our ports. Because of this, countless companies and consortia have chosen Ul'dah as their base of operations. They see to it that this marketplace is awash with merchants and moneylenders, day and night. Anything a man could ever desire can be purchased here, provided as he has sufficient funds. Surely there's something you seek, adventurer, a deadlier sword perhaps, or a shinier trinket. Whatever you want, the exchange will have it. To the north you will find merchants peddling armour and accessories, curatives and crafting materials. And to the south you will find weapons, tools and an assortment of other useful items for sale. Seek out a particular merchant or browse to your heart's content, but do try to remain aloof should you find something that piques your interest. Decisions made in the heart of the moment are usually unwise, especially where coin is concerned. Ahem, that's all the complimentary aid you shall have from me, and far too much for my taste. My regards to Momodi. Now, off with you. Thanks, little man. So, handing over items, yeah, so yeah, what we've just done. Cool. So, that is everything. We're going back to the Quicksand, so we can go to the Adventurers Guild. We're back. Momodi. How was your tour of the city, Paxs? Get lost, did you? Aye, well, Ul'dah's a big place, with lots to see and do, but wandering around aimlessly don't pay the bills. If you're serious about making a living here, you'll need to remember where things are. So, when you go exploring, explore like you got a purpose there. Alright then. All that's left is for you to work hard, make money, and spend it here at the Quicksand. Close to home, complete. Combos. Melee-oriented classes such as Gladiator and Marauder can chain together their weapon skills to deal additional damage or inflict additional enfeeblements to their targets. This is known as a combo. Combos are not available to pugilists as this melee class employs a unique weapon skill chaining. If a weapon skill can be chained with another, it can be indicated in the weapon skill help text. Combo thrust, in this case a vorpal thrust to the left, it executes immediately after true thrust. And so from a specific direction, when a weapon, it's a hotbar icon. So I think we can. Fast Blade. Delivers an attack with a potency of 150, increases damage dealt, and so that one goes with Fast Blade. So that one we'll put here, that one there. Cool. So we'll keep going and we'll continue. Sorry about that, I am back. There might be a few pauses and things like that, and then it'll just continue. Obviously, I live in a house with a family, so yeah, kids shouting and people moving and things, so we'll continue. We must rebuild. Momodi of the Quicksand wants to introduce you to a certain someone at the Ul'dah dispatch yard. Oh, I think I've clicked off, right. Accept. We'll get our first armour for this. Well, youngling, how are you finding now? Fine Ul'dah then? Got your bearings about you yet? If so, mayhap it's time you ventured beyond the city walls. The bustling streets of Ul'dah are one thing, but the wilds of Thanalan, that's another altogether. I know a bloke you might fancy speaking to, and he you, name of Paxs. You'll find him over at the Ul'dah dispatch yard. No doubt he'll have some work for you. The dispatch yard's over in the central Thanalan. Just head out the doors across the hall and you'll see a gate of gnolls staring right back at you. Pass through it and head east. You'll come upon it for long. There's dangers beyond the wall though, more than I'd care to count. Nothing too terrible, mind you, but feisty enough to attack you if you draw near. Don't say nobody cared enough to warn you. Cool, so... is that in the same area? Steps up and down. Yeah, so I think it's up there. Cool, so... looks like both the quests are in the same area, so I think it's good that we didn't just go and do that Gladiator one straight away. Let's head outside. Central Thanalan. An achievement unlocked. Congratulations, you have just received your first achievement. Achievements are earned by reaching certain milestones during your adventures in Eorzea. There are achievements for just about everything, from leveling classes, uncovering locations, defeating enemies, earning gil, rewards for granted for attaining certain achievements, rare weapons. Cool. And titles. You can view requirements for unlocking them. And battle. Select a target with the D-pad and press confirm once targeted. Press confirm second to rotate and arrow. Use the skills. Yeah. Cool. So this will be our first engaging battle. So we're gonna go right blade, and then pass blade, and then right blade. Brilliant. Experience points in the event. Always receive 100%. An item you have equipped is now bound to you. You can no longer be traded or put up for sale. Also, if you use any item. Let's get some boosts. We're just going to two-hit everything at first. Hornet. So we've still got shrews somewhere as well. Looks like they're over here. And a big tortoise, level 12. I don't think we'll be able to do that just yet. Let's zoom out a little. They took 3 hits. Level 5. So I think it just said we can do the next Gladiator quest, but obviously we're on the first one, so there must be level milestones for each quest that we're able to do. But we'll get this one done. There's that one. Complete. While we're here, we'll see what Paxs wants. Well, you certainly look the part of an adventurer, my friend. Might you be the good soul Momodi advised me to expect? How did you manage to tell him? I am Papashan, station master of this humble dispatch yard. An empty title, I assure you. I truly am no more than a tired old lalafell, passing his final years in quiet solitude. He doesn't look like an old guy. 12 know there have been plenty of both these last 5 years since the calamity struck. The devastation was vast. Yet now true Uldahns work together, doing all in their power to rebuild what was laid to ruin. By the sweat of our brows and the love of our home, we have rebuilt Ul'dah to the grandeur and majesty you see today. The railways which run through the dispatch yard too were born of the noble efforts of a great many souls. But there is still much work to be done. The wounds left by the calamity run deep. Isolated areas beyond our lines of supply remain, and there are places yet wanting for relief and restoration. Ul'dah needs the aid of you and your brethren friend. In fact, never has our need been more dire. Which brings me to the point, I suppose. I do believe I may have some work suited to you to one of your ability. First upgrade. So, character. I think that was boots. Cool. And we've just unlocked another skill as well. So let's see. Total Eclipse delivers an attack with a potency of 120 to all nearby enemies. Cool, so that's our first multi-hit skill. We'll put that over on this side. Nothing to see here. Station Master Papashan has a simple task for a fledgling adventurer. Since you've come all this way, perhaps you can perform an errand for me. It just so happens a number of sentries have been sent to guard the area. A dispatch to the dispatch yard, as it were. They have long been away from the shade and the featherbeds of the city. The hot days and the cold nights can play hells on the mind and body out here. It isn't much, but go and give them these twilight pretzels, would you? I find comfort food always helps when I feel like killing myself. Jesus. That's pretty brutal. So we'll go and do the one up here first. It's actually, we got, can we do it that way? No. Inventory. Oh, we got some food, or is that for doing this quest? Yeah, so we haven't got any food yet to use. Servile Sultan's Worn. 12 save me. Scorching days, freezing night. This post will be the end of me. Yeah, mate. Have a pretzel. A twilight pretzel? Don't mind if I do. Ah, now that's a refreshing goddamn pretzel. I feel reborn. Would it not be dry? I think maybe we should have given him some water to go with it, but especially in the desert, in the sun. And we'll try this one next. Ah, this one's up here. Up we go. Serious Sultan's Worn. Halt, sir. I'm going to have to ask you to put the pretzel on the ground and place your hands above your head. Yes, sir. I'll step away. State your name and business. A twilight pretzel from Papashan. By the gods, forgive me. You could say this new post has my nerves in a twist. I'm terribly sorry for that. Yes, well, you may rest assured that this dispatch yard is safe so long as I stand watch. I believe you as well, actually. Please give Papashan my thanks, and tell him that I only wish I could repay the favour. Oh. So the minute we're just delivering everyone some food. Like the good errand boy we are. Stern Sultan Swan. Let's see what this one's got to say. See if he's any nicer. Western front, clear. Eastern front, clear. For me, from Papashan, a Twilight Pretzel, my favourite. How did he know? Can't fight on an empty stomach now, can I? Actually, I can't fight on any stomach. I suppose you could say I have no stomach for fighting. Why did you join? Have you pretty much joined the army? Papashan, we've completed all deliveries. You've returned, and with a deal few pretzels, I see. Tell me how far our Sultan Swan sentries. How fair our Sultan Swan sentries. Did they have anything to report? Anything at all? No, they're just not happy and things. What? Nothing? Are you sure? Oh dear. Take this for your troubles then, and stay for a moment. There is more I would ask of you. A new sword. We'll go for the new sword. Some items can be used granting various effects such as instant HP restoration. That's cool. So we want to put on our new sword, strength +1. Looks pretty rusty, but Paxs, I have just this moment. No, the time for concealment is past. The truth is, even before I had you deliver those pretzels, I was privy to some most unsettling news. Which is the real reason I sent you to meet those Sultan Swan. Papashan is in dire need of your assistance underneath the Sultantree. A young noblewoman from a very prestigious family has run away from home, and I've been ordered to see to her safe return. The Sultan Swan you met earlier assist him with the search. Alas, it seems they have found no trace of her. I apologise for not being frank with you from the start, but we must proceed with caution. Should word of her disappearance spread, I fear others with less honourable motives may join the hunt. And should we allow her to come to any harm, not even 100 beheadings would be punishment enough. So she's pretty famous then. That cannot happen, Paxs. It must not. I need you to help me find her. No problem. Praise the 12. I knew I could count on you. I've instructed the others to expand the search, but Thanalan is vast and there are only so many of us. The young noblewoman's name is Lady Lilira, and I want you to go south and look for her in the vicinity of the Sultantree. Good luck. Yes, boss. It's just my character's little head nod. Yep, no problem. We'll do it. It's just along for the ride. It's down here. Level 7 already, so we're leveling up pretty fast just through these quests. This is the tree here. Yeah. Wooded Lalafell. Oh, Sultantree. You're about to enter an instance battle. Instance battle only occur during certain quests and missions. Take a moment to read the information displayed on the active help window before answering the call of duty. Duty calls. Commence battle for underneath the Sultantree. Level sync is in effect. Yes. If you are above the maximum allowed level, it will be synced as follows. So you get brought down to the level. I'm only level 7, so that shouldn't matter much.
Oh, Sultantree, hallowed spirit of my line, forgive my weakness. My failings have cost us dear. Show yourself!
He's got my hair.
As you command, O Lilira. Forgive my selfish desire to assure your welfare.
I don't recall requesting an escort. Simply pretend we never met and continue on your way.
Okay.
We both know I can do no such thing. It isn't safe for you here alone. It isn't safe for anyone. Not with this etheric disturbance. It's as though the dead are watching us.
Oh no.
And I'd prefer not to join them, if it's all the same to you.
Me too.
Ah, you must be the one the Papa Shan mentioned. Congratulations on finding our elusive young charge.
Does everybody have phones in here or something? How I've just ran straight over.
You'll have to forgive her impetuousness. What she lacks in discipline, she makes up for in stubbornness. You should return with us. The station master will be eager to thank Lady Lilira's protector in person.
Oh no.
Alas, the station master will have to wait.
It's very casual.
Dear Lilira, for my sake, please stay out of harm's way. As for you, dear friend, for Lilira's sake, please stay in harm's way.
We're gonna do the nod? No? Defeat the Blangas. Looks like I'm more or less just tickling it with my sword at the moment. Handsome stranger. But we do go to the same barbers clearly, so... Let's go. Just two. Easy. Leave the big one to me and you handle the rest. It's already done, handsome stranger. Come here. Easy. Moroccan, really. You're very slow, I've already done it. Oh no. More again. I'm coming. Level 12 as well. Done.
Whew.
Something's on the floor. Don't pick up the loot. The loot will pick itself up.
Hear, feel, think.
What's happening here?
Crystal Bearer. I am Hydaelyn, all made one. A light there once was that shone throughout this realm, yet it hath since grown dim. And as it hath faltered, so hath darkness risen up in its stead, presaging an end to life. For the sake of all, I beseech thee, deliver us from this fate.
This is just asking for help.
The power to banish the darkness dwelleth in the crystals of light. Journey forth and lay claim to them. By thy deeds shall the crystals reveal themselves to thee. Only believe, for the light liveth in thy heart.
So, why is there other people here?
Go now, my child, and shine thy light on all creation.
Not really sure what's just happened. Looks like we found a crystal. The crystal started speaking to us
Coming around now.
and asked for help.
Would you mind telling me what that was?
Okay.
If I only knew. A denizen of the void at any rate.
The void sent? Here? But how?
The question isn't how, but who. We're not dealing with bookless bandits. Don't suppose the answer came to you in a dream. No sooner did you fell the beast than you fell asleep. Too much ether, no doubt. Interesting. I hadn't considered the crystal.
So everyone knows about it.
But of course, this changes everything. Oh, just thinking aloud? At any rate, we haven't a moment to spare. I must return and report this at once. I leave Lady Lilira in your capable hands.
No problems.
How dare you pass me about like a swaddled babe?
Babe?
I shall return and tell them myself.
I love how they walk.
As you wish, your impetuousness. I suspect we shall meet again before long.
Yep, I'll see you at the
Until then,
barbers.
do try and stay awake.
I think we're both due for a haircut soon anyway. So we're going back to Papa Shan. So you can tell we're definitely starting to get into it now. There's a little bit more story going on. Things are actually happening. Still not too sure what though. So we'll just keep going and see how it proceeds. Thank the gods you returned. You had us all so worried. You do realise that what would happen if a person of your noble stature were to be injured or worse? Why, Her Grace the Sultana would be beside herself with grief, and so would her subjects, I dare say. They'd be weeping in the streets. But I have already given you cause to weep, Papa Shan, you and the people of Ul'dah. Please, you're not to say such things. We'll find it, I swear to you. It is not my place to make demands, my lady, but I beg you, please stay out of harm's way. I apologise for causing you undue worry, Papa Shan. I shall refrain from travelling unescorted in future. I cannot thank you enough, Paxs. I understand you fought bravely to protect Lady Lilira from void-sent fiends. For your gallant services, you deserve all the riches in the royal vaults. Alas, a small token of my gratitude is the best I can offer. It's fine. A sarcastic man with a strange contraption strapped around his shoulder. I see you met Thancred. He's a scholar who spent his days investigating oddities in the aether, rather too fond of the sound of his own voice for my liking, but perfectly harmless. As for you, Pax, you're just the sort of adventurer we need round here. I pray you show the same kindness to our people of Thanalan as you did to us today. Underneath the Sultantree. Complete. Another level up, level 8 now. Roll actions. You have learned a roll action. Roll actions are spells and weapon skills that are assigned to all the classes within a role. Tank, melee DPS, range DPS, and healer. Rather than a specific class roll. Yeah. So, we have got... So it'll be roll. Rampart. Reduces damage taken by 20%. Cool, so... I think this is the ones up here, so if we go there, yeah. That one, so that's there now, so damage reduction. Sissy Doa. Sissy Doa needs a reliable adventurer to deliver a gift to the coffer and coffin. You're an adventurer, yes? If you're not otherwise occupied, I've a favour to ask. I resolve to repay a debt of gratitude which I owe the owner of the coffer and coffin. For this purpose I've purchased the royal plantations prodigiously plump pumpkin, a particularly popular piece of produce. Alas, I cannot part this place to procure and proffer the pumpkin you see. The scheduled shipment from the Nanawana mines, for which I wait, is late. I would prevail upon you to pick up the pumpkin in my stead and see it safely to the coffer and coffin. Present this recipe of purchase to Gagari at the royal plantations, and she will yield it to you. To Lord Peace. I apologize for asking you to attend to this time-consuming task, but I truly appreciate your assistance. Oh. Some of the writing in this is it's going to be hard to read by the looks of it. Here's Gagari. If Sisadua doesn't come calling soon, this spectacular specimen shall sadly be past its prime. Receipt of purchase. Oh, so you're to deliver this decadent delight? I can say with confidence that any gourmand would be grateful for such a grand gift. Here is the pumpkin. I hope it meets with Roger's approval. Fresh produce is somewhat scarce in these parts, and as such we are always deluged with demand. You know the way to the coffer and coffin, correct? It is beyond the bridge to the northwest. Look for a place where local labourers lounge. Just over here. We'll go over this bridge. Cool. Hopefully it's going to take us back into Ul'dah soon so we can complete this Gladiator quest, because we're nearly... Well, we are level 10, so... level 8, sorry, so we're nearly level 10 and we've already still got to do a level 5 quest for it, so... Hopefully it takes us back there and we can get this one done and then the next as well, but it just seems like it's worth staying out here and doing these and then going back and seeing what they need from us next. There's a big crystal, so we'll go touch it. Should we go do this first and then we'll go touch the crystal? Attune to it. Roger. Drink for you, laddie. You won't get better ale or spirits for your coin than at my place. Pumpkin. What's that? We Sisadua asked you to bring this here to me? Ha! Heh. So even that foul-mouthed drunk knows the meaning of remorse? Reckon this is for the time I carried his drunk sodden arse back home. But hells, an honest-to-God's pumpkin from the royal plantations? I can't wait to see what the cooks will do with that. The lads here scoffed down beastly amounts of meat, and it's starting to tell on their health. It'll be good to get more vegetables into their bellies, assuming I can get the stubborn bastards to try something new. Thanks for your help, laddie. So we're going to actually get some food. Marmont steak. A filled marmont grilled with sweet wild onions and pungent Garlean garlic. 3% XP bonus for that as well, so... Produce at this junction. Roger here has all sorts of information in his line of work, some of which may be useful to you. Oh, that's big upgrades. Word is, Blackbrush Station's sorely undermanned. The stone torches there can't get a moment's peace. Bloke by the name of Warren is hoping to bolster their numbers for a short-term assignment or two. If you fancy putting a few extra grill in your pocket, you could do a lot worse. Yep, so I know that, so... We've got... Also, we haven't got that yet. Go over here. So I think that was a good call, because now the quest's up here. We'll go and touch the crystal and attune to it. Teleport learned. By learning the spell Teleport, you are now able to travel instantly between aetherytes to which you are tuned. Access the teleportation menu by selecting Teleport under Travel from the main menu. So, What's on this one? Also, cool, so we can go back. Then we also have Return, which takes us to the home one, which is Ul'dah anyway, so... Warren. Looking for work, perchance? If so, you couldn't have come at a better time. We stone torches or sell swords hired by Ramaljan and Sons Mineral Concern. To protect its interests, our primary duty here is to keep the tracks clear of pests, and it is for this purpose that we require your aid. I should point out, however, that it is messy work and liable to get messier still if you are ill-prepared. A single piece of gear can mean the difference between life and death. I'll not have it on my conscience that I send an ill-equipped adventurer to an untimely demise. See to it that your arms and armour are in order. When you are ready, present yourself to me again. Equip your head, body, hands, legs and feet with gear of item level 5 or above before returning to speak with Warren. Cool, so I'm guessing that means... we're not able... yeah. Yep, so we're not able to do that now, so... that should mean we should be able to return. And we'll go and complete this Gladiator quest now, and hopefully get some gear. So we'll go here. To the Gladiators Guild. Welcome back, Paxs. I take it you've dispatched the beasts and with ease. Rest assured there will be a far greater challenges to come. If you wish to master the sword, you must test yourself against a wide variety of foes to this end. I present to you this hunting log. It contains information on creatures ideal for a gladiator in training. You would doubtless gain invaluable experience should you seek out and slay them. It is only with such patience that you will be recognized and eliminate the deficiencies in your technique. Your training under me shall continue once the haft sits so snugly in your hand that you cannot imagine holding out else. Until then, Paxs. The next Gladiator quest, yep, so we've got that. We're getting some food. The hunting log is a record of your completion of tasks involving the slayer of certain creatures. By completing these tasks, you will earn rewards and unlock new challenges. The log can be accessed from logs, yeah. Once the log is open, select a class and difficulty to view the available. So it's just pretty much target indicators with the display name, so... logs. Hunting log. So is there a way to... little ladybugs. So that's some of the stuff we've already killed. XP for it. Cool. Kicking the Hornet's Nest. First Sword Myla wishes to teach you the fundamentals of the gladiatorial arts. Ah, Paxs, I take it. You and your sword have become better acquainted. Then I will now instruct you on another fundamental aspect of what it means to be a gladiator. Commanding an opponent's attention. As gladiators, we are trained to engage enemies at close range, weathering their attacks as we deliver our own. However, there are times we must do battle alongside allies whose talents are not the same as our own. In such a situation, your role is not to slay the enemy in front of you, but rather to defend the man beside you. We do this by eliciting the enmity of our opponents through attacks and techniques designed to incite their hatred. You must learn to draw the enemy's attention to protect yourself and to trust in your stout constitution to endure. In doing so, you protect your weaker comrades who would otherwise perish. To help you better understand this, there is a task I would have you perform. It just so happens that Momodi of the Quicksand has requested our assistance. A gang of Leminsan marauders have paraded into town and began harassing people outside her establishment. Men like these prey on the weak, but will turn tail and flee at the first sign of defiance. You need not resort to violence. It will suffice to show them that you are not afraid of them and will not tolerate their behaviour. Seek out the Leminsans and make your presence known by bellowing, "Face me, Marauder." In this way you will protect the people of Ul'dah as you would your allies in battle. Cool. So, looks like for this one, we're actually going to get some gear. So what I'll do is we'll call it on this video, and I think in the next one that means we can get geared up, we can go and see what tasks he wants us to do. Possibly when we finish this quest we will actually get level 10 as well, so I think there will be another Gladiator one to do, and yeah, we'll be able to see where the story takes us in the next one as well. So thank you for watching, and this is Paxs. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.